We're into heat number 8 of the opening round of competition. This heat features a local boy. Kolohe Andino takes on Matty Wilkinson and Josh Kerr, both from Australia. Josh Kerr now living just down the road in Carlsbad. Just like Josh and Kolohe, he's still waiting for that first major win on the championship tour.
Not an easy thing to do. This is what happened while we were at the break. Matty Wilco found that inside position. Now when this guy gets his backhand going, he is deadly. Jams it off the top there. We've seen him get some good results at Jeffreys Bay from these very similar down the line right-handers on that occasion, not getting around the section. Josh Kerr right behind him. Let's see what he's got. Jams it off the top. Big bit of seaweed. He has to get around that, which he does, and then goes to the air and falls awkwardly. So Josh Kerr making it clear what he's going to do. Kolohe Andino, this is what he did. Kind of was a little bit too deep on the first couple of waves of the heat. Big air reverse, lands backwards and just doesn't get that board around. So Kolohe Andino making it clear he's going to go to the air and just doesn't pull that one off. Kolohe Andino, maybe that hometown pressure, Joe. Difficult to win on your home turf. Everyone's, rooting for you, wanting to do well. That's right. This is Matty Wilkinson. Starts off nice and easy with those backside snaps. Right off the top again. Goes straight up vertical and he'll get hung up. So just trying to get the wheels turning this morning for Matty Wilkinson. 4.0 on his way before. This is the backhand we celebrate of Wilkinson. He represents a place called Copacabana in Australia. He's moved around a bit, spent some time in Bondi, then recently moved to the Byron area. But he loves Southern California. Next wave will go to the local. Kolohe Andino drives through the first section. Setup work. Beautiful full rail carve in the pocket. Climbs that next section. Nice and glassy open face for Andino. Big body torque wrap. He'll catch up to this one for the finishing move. Tail drift into reverse. He's done thousands of those on that same section in his lifetime here at Lowers. Now in New Jersey. Yeah, probably million spots. That'll be the best wave of the heat so far.
Yeah, without the helmet, it feels so much better to surf without the helmet. I'm just so happy to be here, be back here. To get a win on my first heat is always good. It's pretty fun out there. I went to Mexico before coming here with my friends.
All right, Jeremy, we'll see you in round 3. Back to you, Joe.
Thanks a lot, Rosie. Jeremy Flores continues his hot streak as we'll watch Josh Kerr carve the first section. Meaty whitewater off the top to drill. Nice and vertical. Sets up a high line arc. He'll recover to get the finish on that big rebound. And now we'll see Matty Wilkinson get started. Nice stretched out wall in front of him. Nice easy pace on the first 2 carves off the top. Jams it harder down the line. Floats the next section. Another little awkward moment on the tail end for Wilco. He'll able to survive that one. There's been a little rhythm changer for Wilco on that end section the last couple of attempts. Yeah, I think obviously there's a little bit of a weird bump through the wave. Let's have a look at Kersey's wave first. Comes off the bottom nice and clean there, jams it, almost loses the fins again on that. We talk about these guys are fired up. They've been watching the mornings, the heats go by, and you get out there and you're super amped up, and sometimes you can make mistakes when you're going at 100%. You heard Jeremy Flores talk about the fact that you want to give every turn 110%. Sometimes you make mistakes when that's happening. Matty Wilco connects nicely on that first turn. Let's have a look, draws off the bottom again. So far so good, nice and clean. Goes for a little speed check right there. Almost loses the fins out the back, and I think that kind of threw him off a little bit. He was expecting more of a directional turn right there. Lost a little bit of momentum on that last maneuver, but still managed to pull it off. Still going to be a nice little score for him and keep him in the heat. See the size that we have on hand. Totally rippable for the frontsiders and the backhanders. So you see Kersey paddling back out. Just checking out this moment. Passing him right on screen is Kolohe Andino. Coming off the bottom. Forehand wrap for brother Andino. Little wrap again in the pocket. This wave is setting up a closeout section. Goes for the slob. Lays back in the whitewater. He wants to fight to earn the finish, and that wave's going to take him down. Kolohe had an 8.0 on the wave before and had the lead. That'll be his backup score.
Let's have a look, Kolohe. Nice size wave here. Nice opening jam. I like the way he's taking his time. You can see he's not rushing. What that's doing is it's making his turns nice and clean. Beautiful transition there, just not forcing the issue. Little wrap around, waiting for it to set up. You can see him stomp on the tail. Now he widens his stance and goes for that big slog grab there. Just letting go maybe a little early. And hence an incomplete maneuver at the end of that one. Still going to be a good score for him, but it's going to improve his situation. His second high score, just a 1 at the moment. I love the way he's taking his time, relaxing into it. Kolohe Andino surfing nice and smooth. It's going to drop a nice score here to back up that 8.0.
10-minute mark is passed here in heat number 8, and a solid set out the back. Priority with Matty Wilkinson. High lines the start, setting up a big blast. Ditches the fins, attacking that section. Straight up vert for Wilco. Fights through the whitewater. A late hit he'll have to ditch as he'll come back up. He'll see Josh Kerr now heading that direction. Kersey do a tidy forehand carve. Big rip in the pocket. Great start for Josh Kerr. Coils up for the tail drift to finish. And he'll fight that one out and earns a major closeout maneuver.
Wow. Their backup results are fifths or better. So let's have a look at Kersey here. A bigger wave. Takes the high line. Draws down here. This is what he's been working on, ladies and gentlemen. That turn right there. Nice rail game from Kersey, and again opening the shoulders. This is what I like about it here, just letting those fins out. Critical turn there, and comes down in the vortex. So 3 solid turns from Josh Kerr. The judges are having a good long hard think about it. Here we go.
Andino looks out the back, now decides to commit to this wave. Snaps it with the grab. Vertical whip out in front. Body torque wrap for Andino. There comes the climb. Looking to set up this inside track. He's got a lot of speed. Looking for the lip to project off. Clear for takeoff. Lands the reverse. Dino loves it. Kolohe's sister there as well. Whole family watching this one go down. He had the lead before that. Looking to better a 6.60.
Yeah, let's have a look here. You can see he was in 2 minds whether to commit to this wave or not. Off the bottom, nice turn. We talk about Kolohe relaxing into it. His timing is getting, you can see how good the timing is. Why? Because he's not rushing. The Kolohe of old, he was like, you do 3 or 4 bottom turns to get around that section. This new Kolohe that I'm seeing here today, a lot more relaxed, a lot smoother, just waiting for it to happen instead of forcing it. Right there, nice and clean. Punch that one out the back there. 6.60 is what he's trying to improve on.
Right into a nose pick reverse from Josh Kerr. An exciting maneuver, but that wave stopped short, getting real slow and gutless on the inside. Kersey's score is coming in from his wave before pots, where he was able to get that tail slide finish. 8.53. Let's see what happened on this move.
Wow, let's have a look here. Throws the tail out there, ends up a little bit too far up the board. And that's the only problem with that maneuver, Joe, is sometimes you come out of it too far up the board and then it's hard to draw into that next turn.
Well, the thing is, those maneuvers excite the crowd on the beach. The judges like combos, finishing away from start to finish. Andino gets a 7.87 on his last.
Joe, this is going to be his last roll of the dice right here. Is it going to be the one?
Kersey knows it's not up to him on which wave he wants. With Wilco over it, he'll try this wave for a 7.34. Kersey going for a full rotation. He gets it, stomps it clean. Wasn't a huge section, and he'll call it a heat. Now we'll get a split. Sticking with Wilco, who needs an 8.6 on this wave. Taps the start. Forced to do another whitewater climb. Ditches the fins in reverse. He needs to create something major to get the score on the inside. Attacks vertically. Blows the tail into reverse. He slides out and goes down.
Well, needed to pull that, Joe. And that's been the downfall of Matty Wilco, that last maneuver. Is he trying too hard? And that was a split peak right there. Let's have a look at what Kolohe did. Is Kolohe going to better his situation? Does exactly the same. Ditches the fins. Goes into another nice turn there. Is this going to be in his top 2? It's going to be tough to better that 7.87 on this wave. He's got to do something special here at the end. Loses the back foot and comes down with a drop knee. So looks like Kersey's going to come up short in the sort of late 4s. This one from Matty Wilco ditches the Finns again. Needed a massive score, 8.60. I don't think it's going to be enough either. I think Kolohe's going to move through to round 3. Let's have a look here. Matty Wilco going for broke again and just rotating just a little bit too quick there, losing his momentum over the board. And Kolohe Andino moves through to round 3. Probably one of the more polished performances I've seen from him this year.